This right here is the new RS5 V10. And this here is the new M5 G99. Both of them are hybrid, both of them are the flagships for each brand. This one for BMW, this one for Audi. Both of them are the ultimate grocery getters you can get right now. I would call them super dailies, and both of them are heavy as f. So in today's video, we're gonna find out which one of those two is actually the better car. Let's go. The new RS5 B10 comes as a plug-in hybrid with a 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6 and an electric engine. The total system output is around 639 horsepower and 850 Nm of torque. The car comes with Audi's legendary quattro all-wheel drive system, and this one is a bit special with Audi's new torque rear mode. This all pushes the weight of the RS5 B10 to around 2,400 kilograms. The M5 G99 on the other hand is also hybrid but uses a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8. Together the hybrid system produces around 727 horsepower and 1000 Nm of torque, and it tries to handle this power through BMW's MX-Drive all-wheel drive system. This all comes with a price though, 2,500 kilograms, so it's even heavier than the RS5. So how are we gonna compare them? I am a mastermind, I'm a genius basically. I'm the smartest man in Austria right now, and I come up with a genius concept. A concept never seen before anywhere else. We're doing challenges, so we're comparing these two against each other, and by the end of this video, whichever car has more points from the several challenges wins. One thing I want to point out before this challenge even starts. Es ist übrigens der heißeste Tag heute vom Jahr und wir filmen den Scheiß auf einer verfickten Rennstrecke mit Brenz. Die Suppe geht
schon. So 32 Grad Havara.
Come with me really quick, Manny.
Yes.
In here, you see this beautiful piece of black fucking annoying Piano Lack oder wie auch immer der Scheiß heißt.
You mean dust catcher?
Genau. Die Sau ist jetzt schon heiß und bin nicht mehr. We have to set something right, really quick. We have the same fucking shit in here. What is going on with the people? Why is in every brand new car
black piano plastic?
It is so cheap. It scratches.
It collects dust. Nobody likes it.
That's why I decided to give both cars 1 minus point to start the challenge. That's how smart I am. So
that's really smart.
We're both starting with -1 point. And also, really quick, one more thing. This gets another minus point because I have to say the M5 is so incredibly stiff to drive as a daily. My back is feeling like a 60-year-old from this 4-hour drive here to this racetrack. The RS5 is way nicer to daily drive because it's softer, it's nicer. This one, and I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, you know, you got coilovers in there. I don't have coilovers, I have springs in there.
Yeah.
And it was even worse before I put the springs in there. So stock, every single BMW hybrid, the XM, the M5 G99, they drive like you put steel rods instead of the suspension in. So another minus point for the M5. So we have -2 versus -1 points, and the challenge didn't even start yet. That's a good start, I would say. Amazing. Anyway, probably wondering what challenge is the first challenge that this genius came up with. I'm telling you guys, these are two grocery getters. You're gonna daily drive them. You're gonna go everywhere with them. So for the first challenge, we're gonna go to the place where it matters the most. We're gonna go to the supermarket. So, let's ask the people what they think of our grocery getters and which one is cooler. We're gonna do some research. By the way, you might be thinking, oh, you know, it's unfair because the M5 is modified. We have a carbon lip on there and everything, and it's a bit lower than the RS5. But I'm telling you guys, it doesn't matter because a camper crashed into me here a few days ago. So this kind of evened out all the modifications, you know. Übrigens, falls der holländische Camperfahrer dieses Video sieht, ich vergesse niemals, Rache wird kommen.
No, ich schau aus wie ein Hex.
Servus.
Welcher ist geiler? M5 oder RS5? M5?
Sie sind ein guter Mann.
Ja, da steht meine.
Ah, sehr schön, hey!
Welcher Auto von dir bist du? M5 oder RS5?
Überlegst du gut?
Das krieg ich gar nicht auf die Mütze.
So ist es. Spaß. Das lohnt immer.
So, which car do you prefer?
Der Audi.
Yes.
Welches Auto gefällt Ihnen besser, der BMW oder der Audi?
Audi, ja. Ich habe auch Auto gehabt.
Und Sie? BMW oder Audi? Welcher besser?
Audi.
Audi?
Ich bin Audi gefahren.
Ich hol dich schon noch, Mann, ich hol dich schon noch.
Which car do you prefer, the M5 or the RS5?
Audi.
Audi, ja.
Audi is better. Both of you.
Yeah.
And the small one, what do you say?
What do you say?
Audi.
Sag mal hier. Wie schnell das Lächeln.
Die wissen ja, dass du ein Audi-Fahrer bist.
Alter, ich schaue mich aus wie der typische Audi-Fahrer.
The Audi is winning by miles. I can't believe it.
What do you prefer, the M5 or the RS5?
Which one looks cooler to you?
They both are cars. They are really good, you know.
But if you would have to choose one, which one would you pick?
Audi.
Audi, RS5. Looks cooler.
Alright guys, you know that first challenge, we gotta start with the real challenges now. You're driving a big sporty car, you want your car to sound sporty. So I think for challenge number 2, we're gonna be sound maxing. We're gonna listen which car actually sounds better. We have my M5 V8 and we have the RS5 with the V6.
Yes.
So I would say let's start with the RS5. I want you guys to turn up the volume right now. So far, so good for the RS5. Let's go over here. You guys can thank Ursula von der Leyen and the European Union for these two very quiet cars. They both sound like vacuum cleaners, if we're being honest.
Yes.
But, you know, we're saving the world. Meanwhile, there's 40 Indian dudes throwing the trash into the Ganges River right now. But don't worry, guys, we're saving the world. That's why our cars sound like this right now. I'm gonna be honest, both of these cars don't really deserve a point because they don't sound like cars should sound with a million horsepower. I mean, that's like what, 650 horsepower? That's 750 horsepower?
Yes.
They don't sound like that to me. So I would say it is just fair to give both cars 0 points.
Yes.
For that. But guys, we're here on a racetrack. It's time to do racetrack stuff. It is time for the 3rd challenge. It's time for drag racing. We're here at Fula Ring, and this is literally the most dangerous racetrack in the world. Every year here, millions of people die from being on this racetrack alone. I'm a little bit scared. My shivers are timbered. So, we're gonna do this pretty simple. We're gonna line up both cars at the starting line over there. Drag racing really, it's very, very demanding on yourself, you know? You have to be focused, not to do like a little corner or something. You have to just go straight.
Yes.
Just straight, okay?
Yes.
Finish line is over there by the tires. Whichever car is gonna cross the line first is gonna win. You're gonna be like, oh, the M5 has more horsepower. Yes, but it also weighs 100 kilograms more, so it will even out, okay? Also, racetrack, drag racing.
Yes.
Let's go. Guys, I'm so nervous. Focus now. This is gonna be the first drag race I win. At least I hope so. Absolutely nerve-wracking for me. finally 1 point for Team BMW. Even a wheel spin at the start, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Insane.
Like 2.5 tons, still having wheel spin, starting on this straight line.
Yeah.
Insane. But anyway, 1 point for Team BMW, which brings us to this. And also, this brings us to the very next challenge. Like we told you guys already, we're here at Ring, most dangerous racetrack in the world. So it would be a shame to not use it to its full extent. So for our fourth challenge, we're gonna do some lap times. You guys know I'm a licensed racist. I do this for a living. So we're gonna do this pretty simple. I'm gonna jump in the RS5. I'm gonna set 1 lap time around here. We're gonna start from the starting line where you normally start, you know?
Yes.
And we're gonna finish on the finish line right here. And you're gonna wait here, you're gonna time it. And then whichever car is faster on the racetrack wins. It's a beautiful challenge.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna jump in the RS5 and we're gonna let's go. One thing I have to say, the interior of the new RS5 is absolutely beautiful, but this is shit. Another thank you to the European Union. This tracks where your eyes are, and if you're playing with your phone while driving the car, which obviously you shouldn't do, the whole car is going crazy. So, we are in sport mode. Okay, so Antrieb, dynamic. I would suggest turning the ESC fully off. Bro, setting up these new cars feel like you're hacking into the government or something. You have to press so many buttons. All right, anyway though, I think I'm ready. Mani is ready too.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, brake into this corner here. Little jump here. Whoa! Understeering in the front a little bit. Understeering in the front a lot. Jump here. Brake into this corner because this one is really gnarly. Wow, little jump here as well. Holy shit, there's many jumps. Brake into this corner here. Understeer. Oversteer, understeer. Woo! Car is a little bit loose, I have to say. But apart from that, I think we did pretty well. All right, guys. Bro, this is like the best day ever. I get to drive 2 cars on a racetrack for scientific research purposes. How nice is that? Anyway, next up. This one here is already set up. It's pretty easy. You just have to press M2 2 times. We are in 4-wheel drive sport mode to keep it even, I would say. So, M5 G99, 1 lap around the most dangerous racetrack in the world.
3, 2, 1, go!
The wheel spin is crazy. I'm still amazed by that. Okay, brake into this corner a little bit. Wow. Little jump here. Wow. It feels so bad. Okay, car is instantly going sideways. We don't want that. We want lap times. Stop going sideways. Little jump here. Okay, I have to be extra careful because of my front lip. Wow. Little jump here. Heilige Scheiße. Okay, really quick. Both cars, I think, are very fast. To me, the M5 feels a bit more sporty, which makes sense because while daily driving it, it's absolutely terrible. So it has to be good for something, and this good for something means you don't feel the weight on the M5 as much with the RS5. The RS5, you feel it. It feels a little bit like a boat. It's a bit softer.
Yes.
Which honestly, for this racetrack, isn't so bad because you guys saw it. I think there's like 3 jumps in this racetrack.
You jump back there.
There's another one up there. It's crazy. So Mani filmed both laps completely with the phone and we're just gonna see with the video. 1:16. Okay, M5 is started by 19 seconds. Okay, we started. Alright guys, after careful review of our very professional video footage and our even more professional timekeeping, thanks to the man, the myth, the legend behind the camera, Mani, we now know the RS5 took exactly 50 seconds around the world's most dangerous racetrack in the world, and the M5 G99 took exactly 47.5 seconds. So this was 2.5 seconds faster than the RS5. We have one more point for Team BMW.
Ist da heiß, Manni?
34 Grad.
Kurze Pause vor der nächsten Challenge.
Alright, really quick resume. I think we are 0-0, if I count that right. So both cars are the same level right now, which is actually very exciting for me. On the track, you could really feel the Audi. It was fast, don't get me wrong. It looked really fast. It somehow likes to jump a little bit more. I don't know why that is. Probably because it's maybe the 100 kilos it's lighter. I don't really know. But you guys saw it in the outside shots. Absolutely insane. We're gonna replay these clips here in slow motion once again for you guys. Pretty cool, but it tends to understeer quite a lot into the corner still. It is an Audi, you feel it. And the M5, it tends to oversteer surprisingly much, even with the all-wheel drive system, which it is very fun to drive, but it can be kind of tricky. If you're not really an experienced driver, you're gonna probably kill yourself in the M5. Easier than with the RS5. Enough break time. The new RS5 B10 has its own drift mode. This car is designed to slide. It's called RS Torque Rear, and it makes the car go sideways. And to keep it fair, I'm even gonna leave the M5 in all-wheel drive mode. We're gonna put the RS5 into drift mode so that we're pretty even. Both cars are all-wheel drive. And my genius master plan is we're gonna pick 3 really nice corners here in this racetrack. We're gonna position Mani. I'm gonna slide through each of these corners with both cars, and then we're gonna see which car went more sideways and nicer through the corner. Easy, let's go. I'm gonna start this with the M5. So you guys know I'm not cheating. I am in 4-wheel drive sport mode right now. So I am in all-wheel drive mode, which is interesting because I've never really slid this car in all-wheel drive mode, so I don't know how it's gonna be. But we're gonna find out pretty shortly, I guess. I already found out on the lap that I did that it's pretty rear heavy, so it likes to oversteer quite a lot, which is good in our case, I would say. Alright, so holy shit! Bro, this feels like an Evo. Holy crap, that is insane. Alright, we're ready for the second corner. First one was surprisingly good in the M5. Despite not being in drift mode, this car went insanely sideways, smoking quite a lot. Mani's lined up in the third corner. Bro, this is gonna be interesting to see how the RS5 is doing it, honestly. Third gear. Woo! Bro, this car is like a Subi, or this is like a rally car. What is this mode? This is insane. This is gonna be hard to beat for the RS5. Last corner is gonna be a really tricky one because it is really, really wide. So this is where we will see which car truly is better. Let's see if the M5 can even slide with all-wheel drive. Okay, third gear. Heilige Scheiße, Alter. Heilige Scheiße, Alter. Bro, this car is in all-wheel drive mode and it's sliding like this. Who built this car? That actually makes me love the M5 way more than I did before, I have to say. All right, M5 is done. It is alive, everything's good. RS5 B10. the moment I think we've all been waiting for. So right now we should be in Audi's new and revised drift mode. Let's see how good this all-wheel drive twin turbo V6 RS5 that looks like an RS4 can actually slide. Okay, we're approaching the corner. I'm in third gear, same as the M5. Oh, power! Okay, once it gets sideways, it goes sideways. I'm not 100% happy with that corner. I think the other two I have to be a bit better. But you could feel how the car is hopping into the corner and how it really doesn't want to go sideways. And then it was cutting power when I needed it the most to like speed out of the corner, you know? All right, first corner, I was not 100% happy. The second one might be a bit better. So let's go. Mani is lined up. I am ready in the RS5. Let's see if the second corner is gonna be a bit nicer. Third gear, downshift to second. Give me power, yeah. Okay, that was it. That one felt much nicer than the first one. The problem is, the car is cutting a little bit of power sometimes when I would need it to get a bit more sideways. There's still a lot of electronics that are like interfering with the car which makes it a bit hard. But that one I think was pretty nice. Gonna get a replay here in slow motion. Nice. On to the third one. So let's see. RS5 versus this corner. Ooh. There's just too many electronics interfering with the system, protecting the car, I guess, or whatever. I don't know what they thought when they did that, but it's just harder to get it sideways and to keep it sideways. That's the issue, to keep the car sideways. All right, let's go back into the house for the full breakdown analysis. So Mani, let's sit down, we need to talk.
Yes.
What are we saying, guys? Honestly, without anything right now, I am pretty surprised by the RS5. First corner, I was a little bit underwhelmed, I have to say. Second corner was absolutely insane. But the third corner, this is what broke the RS5's neck. You see it on the outside shots. The car's just cutting the power. And I felt it. I had my foot to the floor, pedal to the metal, but the car just didn't want to give me more power, more boost. You know, the M5, it just was in all-wheel drive fixed and let me do whatever I want. And the RS5 kind of was like, maybe, you know, trying to help you, but ended up like not helping me at all. I really thought the RS5 would win this one because I didn't think the M5 would be this crazy going sideways. But let's face it, I think the M5 gets this point for the drift challenge. The last corner was
the long corner is for M5.
Yeah, insane. Which coincidentally brings us to the next beautiful challenge. Hey guys, my last challenge on this racetrack. Genius move, mastermind sheepman. We're gonna make it pretty simple. Something many people can do, but nobody truly masters. Especially with all-wheel drive vehicles. We're gonna have Mani acting as the cone right now, right in here.
What?
And I'm gonna do a donut around you.
Around me?
Yeah, and whatever car does a donut more gracefully gets this point. This one is a very important point because after this, we only have one more challenge. So let's see. With the drift mode, I think the donut should be easier with the RS5. Let's see. Look at those two parked up here, nearly shifting the gravity of the world by having these two incredibly heavy vehicles here, by the way. But it should be good. We're starting this challenge with the M5 G99. By the way, just want to point out that I think I'm the only idiot who actually has to buy cars to test them. M2, we are in four-wheel drive sport mode. We're ready to do a nice donut. All-wheel drive donut around Mani. started off pretty strong right here. It looked very promising, but I have to say the car cut power after one donut. I think it's just too much tension on the middle differential for the full donut for this car to work, because you know, this is supposed to be drift mode, two-wheel drive, not four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Car is not really designated to do this. I think it was good, but there's room for improvement. So let's see how the RS5 is going to master this challenge. Keep looking up.
Yeah, baby.
Donut challenge, what do we say? The RS5 understeered at the start a little bit. Typical Audi, I know. But then the rear torque mode or the drift mode, whatever you want to call it, it truly kicked in. You saw I had to steer a bit more, but the car was doing it absolutely perfectly. We did a nice little donut, actually 2 donuts around Mani, whilst the M5 did 1 donut and then decided it didn't want to do it anymore. 1 point for the Audi. I think this is very justified. Which brings us to the last challenge. We're finished in the racetrack, so let's teleport really quick. Yo guys, it is time for the last and most important challenge of all. We have 2 very big station wagons. And station wagons, they're known to have a lot of trunk capacity, you know? A lot of stuff is supposed to fit in there. They're grocery getters. You want to put as much into there as possible. So for the last challenge, we came up with the most genius of genius idea. The most important thing to figure out when buying your next car. RS5, M5, you don't know what to get? This challenge is gonna help you. So for this, we got help from a very, very special person. Say hello to...
Hallo Leute, Herr Fluch vom Fluchs Getränkeservice. Ja, heute haben wir bei der Challenge Audi gegen BMW. Wer mehr Bier einladen kann. 21. haben wir jetzt so. Schauen wir mal, wer mehr Bier einladen kann.
Bier Challenge. Pretty easy. Flo is gonna stack beer into each one of those cars, and whichever car gets more beer into the trunk definitely is the best super daily you can buy. So let's go. Flo, die Bühne gehört dir.
Okay. Also ohne.
6. Um Gottes Willen.
Ja.
7.
Der spannende Moment. Schauen wir.
Alles gut. So, 7. But there's still room. Nine. 9 canisters of beer in the RS5. So let's take a look how much fits in the M5.
Also ich glaube, es wird schon passen.
Boah. Wie viel sind jetzt eingegangen? 11 Kisten. Also guys, I think we have a winner thanks to the beer challenge. The M5 fit 2 more boxes of beer inside the car, which is absolutely phenomenal. This car is a spacious wonder. Some people call it the 9th wonder of the world. I just call it M5 G99. And with this, we have the official winner for today's video. Woo! Hey, Flo, danke. Gut gemacht.
Hey, danke Flo.
Legende.
Hab immer verloren.
Du hast am meisten gemacht bei der Challenge. Dankeschön, Jungs. Schön. Los. Ja, dann landen wir raus. Und was sagst du? Was ist mehr quer gewesen jetzt zum Schluss?
Ja, mir glaube ich gefällt der BMW besser.
Das ist das Wichtigste, was ich jemals im Leben gehört habe. Dankeschön. Sieger der Herzen.